We have now Mel's head coach, Coach Wolf.
Yes,
Coach,
sir.
would you introduce the players there and then give us some opening remarks?
Okay, yes. To my left is Lucas Collar, our quarterback, and Lance Gossett, our punter kicker, on the far left. Opening remarks from me, I would just say that we had some big plays that could have busted the game open. One was the post route we threw for a touchdown. We got a flag on that. And then the punt return, touchdown, and we got a flag on that. And midfield, or a little bit past midfield, we had a 4th and 2. We missed it by, I don't know, half an inch, a quarter of an inch. So those three things together. Defensively, we lost a couple of our starting DBs early in the game, Sheffield and Gentry. And so they were very, very talented in the passing game. And so we weren't able to match up on that last drive too well. And then, of course, they did a good job on the 2-point play. So,
Questions?
The time out there, to take that final time out, I guess in hindsight, maybe we would have played what were you doing?
well, the game, I essentially knew the game was, you could say the game was right there, actually. We needed, actually Antonio was cramping, and he was our third DB, start DB. The other two were out, so we didn't have anybody to replace him with. And so I had to get a timeout just so he could finish that play. So I really didn't have much of a choice. Obviously, if you knew they're going to get it, then you don't use the timeout. But we ran out of bodies in the secondary. This is not the team to run out of bodies in the secondary. Egan's a fantastic quarterback. He's got lots of weapons. They've been together playing high level for 3 years. They know each other's moves, and so they're very good, obviously. And so we just couldn't match up with them there at the end.
Coach, were you expecting them to go for 2 at that point?
I did. The question we had when we were up 4, my defensive coaches were pushing me to kick the field goal. I kind of felt like I wanted to go for it for that reason. Number one, our DBs, and I know we might not get it right, and you're down 4, and they score a touchdown, they got the lead. But I wasn't sure we could stop them on the way out. So we got to 7, and then 7's only good enough if you can stop them. So that was really kind of the internal discussion was for me. My gut was to go for it with a 4-point lead. But if you don't get it, you're kind of in the same boat anyway.
Chris, I guess
Yeah.
but just to make this run to get to this point, and what you were fighting for, and you beat the first state championship. I guess what does it say about this group? At least to make it to this point.
Well, we were at a crossroads, 5-4 playing manual, and I think everybody clearly, and I don't blame them. I'm not, everybody had just said, well, this is a rebuilding year for Mail, whatever. We lost, 16 starters from last year's team, and so we were able to get our guys focused for manual, and then each week after that. And so we had to have some luck. And you know what? Kind of tonight, the luck ran out with the 2 guys that get injured in the secondary, and that's part of the game. And of all the places and all the teams to face when you get some injuries, this is not the team. But you know what? We had some good run of luck. And so it kind of comes full circle, I think. But this team, I don't think anybody predicted with as much as we lost, we'd be able to regroup and come back. So it's been obviously a great run. It's just disappointing to be as close, obviously, as we were.
Questions of student athletes?
Lucas, for you to take the reins of this team as the quarterback, what was your mindset heading into this year, and how did that evolve to be here tonight?
Following Nick's footsteps and being a 2-year starter, it was difficult for sure. He's a great kid. I knew I had to step up. Some roles that had to be replaced for sure this year, and I knew I had to step in. And we got the job done. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But
Any further questions?
I guess the other question that I have, guys, and this is really for anyone, is just to be in this position you know, in the past 5 years you've been here, and for 4 times you guys are standing on the losing end of it. I guess just Coach or Lucas or any of you guys, just what is it going to take for Male to get over that hump, that final hurdle?
They probably need to get a new head coach. That's a big help, right?
No, I think it's just determination. You know, we came into this game. There was a lot of people saying, "Oh, we got these guys, Daniel back and Max back, and we got our center back. You know, we should come in here and pound these guys." But I mean, we didn't, and that's exactly what they showed out there. And I definitely don't think we need a new head coach. You know, Coach Wolf's one of the best in the business, for sure. One of the best in the nation. We got a really good team. We got a really good season overall, and I'm just proud of these guys. You know, the outcome is proud of us.
Lucas, you've had a whole bunch of unforgivable moments this season, just like last week. What do you want to take most away from this season?
I just want to take away brotherhood. Brotherhood is really all it is. I've learned some things with Coach Wolf and Coach Dawson, some of these other guys teaching me as the start of this year, but brotherhood is probably the thing. I've been with these guys all 4 years. A lot of them longer than 4 years, so just something that I'd like to take away from
Coach Wolf, I know coaches like to teach their players life lessons. I know this isn't obviously the result you wanted, but for your guys to get back to this point year after year and not give up, just what do you feel like your players are learning today and just this season?
Well, it's hard to say for each individual kid, obviously, for them. But the program itself, I think if you take a minute, look back, and it's disappointing to lose 4 in a row or whatever. But I think if you say, well, how hard is it to get here 5 times in a row? I mean, if it was easy, it would happen all the time. I don't think it's happened a lot. And it's been disappointing getting here and not finishing. But, you know, is it better to get here and not finish or not get here at all? And so how many people would trade to say, hey, we would like to go to 5 straight 6A state championships? I'd say there's probably a large group of people that raise their hand and do that. And then to do it with very few starters back. And, you know, at 5-4 and make that run and win those tough games against St. Ed's and Ballard. So I think for the players, it's something for them to carry with them that how hard life is and how hard it is there is no storybook ending. You have to create the storybook ending. And so we had 2 close wins. And I said, but Bullitt East has their own storybook. Like, it's a magical year for them in Mount Washington. It doesn't happen. You know, they haven't gone to 4 other ones. This is a special moment for them. So it's 2 competing interests. But somebody has to ultimately, at the end, somebody has to have their final story and have that storybook ending. And it was obviously Bullitt East.
Coach Wolf, congratulations to you and the Male Bulldogs on a great season. Thank you all.